Good evening, everyone. Welcome. My name is Mike. I'm from the student engagement team here at LCC. And tonight I'm going to be discussing a tremendous new opportunity that was announced yesterday through the state of Michigan, and that is Michigan Reconnect. Michigan Reconnect is a great opportunity for individuals who are 25 and older who do not have a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree, pursue a certificate or a associate degree from a community college, hopefully Lansing Community College. Myself, my colleagues on the engagement team, my peers in the academic success coaching team, the financial aid office, we're all excited about this. It's a great opportunity. And we are all here on board, ready and willing to help those of you who may be interested in pursuing that certificate or that degree that you maybe never thought was possible, that you never had the time to pursue, whatever it might be. If now is the time, we're here, we're ready, we're excited about it, and we hope that you take advantage of this wonderful opportunity from the state of Michigan. The Michigan Reconnect program launched yesterday. There was a press release, I believe it was at 1 p.m. To introduce what it is and why it's out there and who can benefit from it. We have a website on the LCC page that we will go to in a little bit to kind of show you more information. But again, one of the stipulations is you're 25 years or older at the time that you apply. So what if you turn 25 on February 6th? Then wait a couple days to apply. The language says 25 or older at the time of application. So if you have a birthday coming up and you're on the cusp, just hold off a little bit. Wait until you hit that age 25 threshold, which, you know, for someone like me was just a couple years ago. You know, we want to make sure that you get started in the right way. And we definitely don't want to have people jump right into it, maybe ahead of themselves, and not have the opportunity present for them to take advantage of this wonderful, wonderful program from the state of Michigan. A couple other things about Michigan Reconnect. As you pursue, you can go to michigan.gov/reconnect. Quick shout out to my colleague Cassie, who is working with me behind the scenes tonight and probably updating our Facebook page with some comments. Michigan.gov/reconnect will give you all the information you need related to the program, how it works, what you can do. First and foremost, be 25 years old when you apply. Like I said, if your birthday is coming up, just wait. Number 2, have to live in the state of Michigan for a year or more. Number 3, have the high school diploma or the equivalent. And number 4, have not yet completed the associate's or bachelor's degree program. So maybe you went to school and you just never finished. Maybe it was a year, 2 years, a semester, whatever it might be. If you never actually completed that degree or associate, or if you are a current student at LCC, for example, and you meet the criteria of being 25, you've lived in Michigan for a year, and you have not yet completed that associate degree or bachelor's degree, you can also apply. You do not have to be a brand new student. You can always be a current student and still apply for the program. We see people getting instant approvals. So if you apply right now, you're sitting at home, you're 27 years old and you don't have that degree or certificate yet, you can go on the website right now through the state of Michigan and fill out the application criteria, and you should get almost an immediate approval. The program is very similar in nature to the Future for Frontliners program that some of you may have been familiar with or perhaps applied to, that was announced for frontline workers in the state of Michigan. The only difference, big difference with the Reconnect criteria is that you're not required to have been an essential worker to apply. So this is open to anyone. Again, that 25-year-old threshold, 25 and older at the time of application, is kind of the starting point for this. A couple things about the program. The program will begin with our summer 2021 semester. So we currently at LCC are in our spring 21 semester. Summer 2021 classes begin May 17th, 2021, and registration opens March 29th. So we're still a good month and a half to 2 months out from summer registration. So I also don't want anyone to listen to this, to see this, to think you got to jump right in and quickly run through all of this. There's still some time to get through these steps. Summer, again, 2021 begins May 17th. You do not have to start in the summer semester. You could start in the fall of 2021 semester, and registration for fall will begin May 10th. Courses will likely start somewhere around the 3rd week of August for that fall 2021 semester. So a couple more things about the program. The state is offering in-district residents who are 25 or older without a degree or certificate the opportunity to attend tuition free. Now, what that means is if you live in the LCC district and you are considered an in-district student, we can show you in the comments here where you can go on our website to determine what residences consider in-district versus in-state. But if you live in district, you've been a resident, you have filed the FAFSA, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. Being one of the requirements for this program is that you file your FAFSA, and you live in district, you will not have a charge for tuition. Now, some of that money might come from Michigan Reconnect. Some of it might be perhaps a federal Pell Grant that you're eligible for. All of it might be Pell Grant. We don't know that until you have filed your FAFSA and you've sent that to the school, and we can take a look at packaging your financial aid with any potential dollars that come in from the state of Michigan for Reconnect, so that you can attend without a tuition charge. You could still have books to pay for. You could still have course fees to pay for. There could still be costs involved. So I don't want people to listen to this and think you're going to go without paying a dime, because that's not necessarily the case. But that tuition charge would be covered. What if you're watching this from a place like, I don't know, Negaunee, Michigan, up north, or Detroit, Michigan, or Grand Rapids, or anywhere else? The program lists the cost as tuition free for in-district residents. It will cover the in-district rate for you, but if you live out of district, if you live in state, if you live out of state, excuse me, not out of state, out of the LCC boundary for districts, there will be a difference in your tuition. Right now, our tuition rate is $111 per billing hour for in-district residents and $222 for out-of-district residents. The biggest thing with this is we don't know on day one how much you're going to pay. So if someone were to ask me right now, okay, I want to study business management, I live in Flint, I need to know exactly how much this is going to cost me up front. Once your FAFSA comes in, once you have been awarded a financial aid award notice and other things, there is opportunity for us to get down to the exact numbers. Obviously, we need to see that FAFSA. We need to see what kind of financial aid eligibility you have first, and then take it from there. Now, what if you live in Flint, you live in Grand Rapids, you live in wherever, and you eventually move to the Lansing area? Can you transfer from it being an out of district, or as we consider it, an in-state student, to an in-district? If you move to this area, you live to an area that's in district, East Lansing, Okemos, DeWitt, other places around the city of Lansing, you may qualify for in-district tuition. You could petition to change your residency once you have lived in the area for a period of time that qualifies you for in-district, and that could significantly change the amount of money that you pay, moving from the higher tuition rate down to the lower one. So there is opportunity for do that as well. Someone asked, I have a certificate from 10 years ago. Would I qualify since it's not an associate's degree? The criteria that's listed says you have not earned an associate or a baccalaureate, aka a bachelor's degree. So I believe so, but I will definitely have to double check on that. It's listed as degree is the language they use on the website. And I will definitely follow up on that to give you an exact answer. As you I'm just looking on the LCC website here to have some more talking points. So if you're a current student, you apply for Michigan Reconnect through the state of Michigan. You complete your FAFSA if you haven't already. Your next step at that point is to talk to an academic advisor. You can schedule an advising appointment and talk about the degree or certificate you're pursuing and what classes are going to fall within that plan for you. If you're a returning LCC student, meaning maybe you went here, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever it might be, and you never got that degree, and now you want to come back and take advantage of this program, first couple steps are the same. You apply for Michigan Reconnect through the state of Michigan. You complete your FAFSA out at fafsa.ed.gov. You schedule an advising appointment to figure out what classes you need based on the degree or certificate that you're following. And then you can call our LCC Help Desk. The Help Desk will help you reset your account login, make sure you know what your password is, get online, update your address, update your phone number, things like that, and allow you to get back online and get going with that. If you're a brand new student to LCC, meaning you have never taken college classes, period, and LCC is your first stop, you would want to do the first two steps the same, apply for Michigan Reconnect through the state of Michigan, complete your FAFSA, and then your next step would be to apply to the college and work on getting through the steps to getting started with one of the student engagement coordinators, myself, my colleagues, Cassie, Blake, Amanda. Any one of us would be happy to meet with you virtually. We are all still in remote operations, but we are all conducting Zoom meetings with students, with families, with people who are interested in getting started. We have the capability of helping you on screen, so you could share your screen with us and maybe show us what you're looking at that you don't understand. And we can help you get through those steps of applying to the college, figuring out what placement levels are, why they're important, how you can add your placement levels, walking you through how you get into orientation and seeing what that is like, and then showing you things like the registration guide and how you would access a lot of those things online. We would love to be in our lovely downtown Gannon building right now helping you, but we're still doing all of those same things in our remote operations that we would be in person through these virtual sessions. I am going to share my screen, so bear with me for a moment here, and I'm going to show you what the Michigan Reconnect website looks like and kind of walk through a couple things on that real quick. So you should be able to see here, the website I'm at is michigan.gov/reconnect. And we are in the community college area here. So as you can see, a lot of this that we've talked about, again, 25 years or older when you apply, living in Michigan for a year, high school diploma or equivalent, and then having not earned that associate or bachelor's degree. When you click on community college, oh, where'd it go? You can click on the apply button and you apply right here on this website. It talks about everything that we've just gone over, and it also mentions the FAFSA. And the FAFSA is a very important part of this because you have to file for financial aid to determine your financial eligibility for Michigan Reconnect. So you can't not file a FAFSA and still receive Reconnect dollars from the state of Michigan, you would be required to do so. The other thing I'm going to show you is the LCC website. I had a question that came in. Is it possible for the funding, is it possible the funding will run out after this year, or does it go on year after year? To my knowledge, this is hopefully an ongoing practice from the state of Michigan. I know the plan is that it's going to continue on. I will double check, and if we get that person's information, I'll follow up with them tomorrow morning, just to be sure. But I don't know that there's a cap on it in the immediate future where people would get cut off from it. So here I'm at the LCC website, so you can see on our website here, these banner images go through. If you're interested in reading about what LCC is doing right now during this COVID-19 time period, you can click here and kind of scroll through, and we'll talk about the Safe Start approach and what's happening, and who's doing what, and what type of health screenings are happening for people who are on campus, and the things that we're doing to keep our students, our staff, our community safe. If you want to hang out with Dr. Robinson, Dr. Steve Robinson, who is what, 6-7 months into being LCC's president, has a wonderful site here where he talks about his background and how you can connect with him, and talks about his podcast and a couple other things. So a lot of great information from him. You can also follow him on Instagram if you want to learn about all kinds of new cool places to eat around town that you maybe never heard of. Like, I think I'm on my 3rd pizza place I'm trying after seeing a recommendation from him on social media. So, and then finally here we have the Michigan Reconnect program. So this is the LCC website that outlines a lot of these things, deadlines for summer semester, when registration opens, when classes begin. Here's where we talk about some of that tuition free for in-district versus reduced tuition for out-of-district residents and how that all works. As we scroll down, you can click on these links to get back to the application, complete your FAFSA. One thing to note too related to FAFSA is, depending on if you want to start in the summer or the fall, you may have to do a different FAFSA. So if you're planning on enrolling in the summer of 2021 semester, we would need you to complete the 2020 through 2021 FAFSA, versus if you were going to enroll in the fall of 2021 through the spring and summer of 2022, you would have to file the 2021-2022 FAFSA. I know that's confusing, and those are a lot of numbers I just used, but this is what I'm talking about right here, these highlighted lines. Next up, you apply to LCC. You apply to the college, you get accepted, we get your placement levels ready, we get you through orientation if that's needed, and we get you to the point of an advisor looking at your account, an academic advisor looking at your account, figuring out what courses are needed. We've touched on all this stuff here. You can look at this as an opportunity to pursue any kind of degree or certificate program that you've ever imagined. We've got a ton of them. Lansing Community College is built for opportunities like this for students who want to pursue that next step of a skill trade or something in the health field, or a associate's degree in accounting or business management or music or theater, or an arts or science program, you name it. We've got a little bit of everything. And you can click on degree or certificate program here, and you can explore all these different areas from accounting to art history, aviation technology, we'll scroll down here, insurance and risk management, the list goes on. So you can look at any one of these, and let's just take, I don't know, let's say communication, for example, which happened to be my undergrad major. You can click on the page, scroll down a little bit, and you can see what degrees and certificates are offered in that field. Communication has one. It's an AA, which means it's an Associate of Arts. And if you click on this plus sign and you were to pull up the curriculum, it will show you here what you need to take to obtain that degree. So you're just a couple clicks away from looking at all the courses that are going to be required for the given degree or certificate that you're looking at out here. Going back to our page here, again, you can back up and see any one of those different programs, geography, human services, whatever. Click through any one of them, see the program plans, and look at what kind of opportunities await you at LCC. The other thing I'll mention is if you are in need of getting help, maybe you don't know how to apply, you don't know how to get your levels set, you have a weird hold on your account and you don't know what to do, there's plenty of opportunities for us to help you. One thing you could do is email Michigan Reconnect at lcc.edu, and that should be right here, Michigan Reconnect at lcc.edu. We have a phone number, 517-483-1200, option 7. Whatever is easiest for you is what we're willing to do. If you are somebody who needs to meet virtually via Zoom so that you can show us what you're looking at and ask questions, we'll do that for you. If you are comfortable sending us a list of questions via email that you want us to send back to you, we're going to do that for you as well. If you want to text, texting is fine as well. We are here to meet you where you're at and make sure you're comfortable and know that we can provide a tremendous opportunity for you to continue, to start, to finish any piece of this education that you need. The other thing I will say is here on the left, you have easy access to our Getting Started page or our application or the info tab. Info is, oh, I didn't mean info, my bad. The Getting Started page here, this walks you through how you can go from having an interest to actually doing it and getting started. The student engagement team email is listed right here, as well as a phone number to reach us. We are the, I guess what you would consider the admissions-like folks who work on campus. Our title is Student Engagement Coordinator, but we do a lot with new student admissions. You can reach out to us for any part of that application or any of those steps to getting started. We have a lot of good information here about what kind of program, what might be right for you. How can I afford this? We're going to talk about the affordability piece here with LCC versus a lot of four-year colleges and universities. Some general information about transfer programs. A lot of our programs are transferable. So you can very, very easily start with LCC and get somewhere else. You might be 25 years or older, and through the Michigan Reconnect program, go to LCC for nothing, and then still have your financial aid eligibility and other things moving forward as you go to pursue your bachelor's degree somewhere else, your master's degree, whatever it might be. So you can scroll through here and see all kinds of information. And we have different applications down here based on what your specific need might be. If you were perhaps transferring in from another school to take advantage of Michigan Reconnect, if you would be a first-time college student, etc. So that's a lot of information there about Michigan Reconnect. Again, you can go through here. You can see all kinds of different information. The state has a lot of good information on their website. You can go through the application and, like I said before, get almost an instant response. You should get to tell you that you're eligible. It says here it takes less than 5 minutes and you can do it on your mobile phone. So they're trying to make it as easy as possible. And we want as many people as possible to take advantage of this program. It's going to be very hard for me to meet someone who's 25 or older and maybe always thought about becoming a auto body mechanic or a somebody who works in the automotive field, or a photographer or a fine art sculpture, painter, whatever, and not take advantage of this program. You are the exact people that this program is built for. You're the reason the state is investing all of these resources. And you are the reason why myself, my colleagues, and many people around campus are eager and willing to help make sure that you can get the most out of this here. I'll turn the screen off there. So just to recap a little bit, Michigan Reconnect, tremendous opportunity for those of you who are 25 or older and are interested in coming back, perhaps starting fresh, whatever it might be. Tons of great opportunities, tons and tons of great opportunities. Anything you've thought about wanting to be, LCC can probably help you get to that. If it's not a degree or certificate program that we offer right away, we may be able to get you on your way to getting to that. You know, it might be something where you could start with us and then transfer on and obtain that bachelor's degree, whatever it might be. One thing, as I was looking through the website from the state, it just stands right out to me. Maybe your someday just became today. And maybe that thing that you've always thought about, well, someday I can learn how to fix an airplane, for example, at our Aviation Technologies Center at the Mason Airport. Or maybe someday I'll learn how to, you know, work in massage therapy, or maybe someday I'll learn how to take my interest in music into becoming a successful producer. Well, maybe your someday is today, and it's finally time for you to take that step. All you have to do is apply. There's people like me and like my colleagues who, like I've said, we want to help. We want to make sure you're getting the most of this. It's a tremendous opportunity. And a lot of us are very, very excited about it to bring this to our campus for our community, and know that we provide a tremendous service for students to come in and then go out and provide that tremendous service that they've learned into our own community. So again, you know, maybe your someday is today, and it's time. It's finally time to just apply, get going, get started, and know that there's people here to help you. Shifting gears out of Michigan Reconnect just a little bit here. Our Facebook Live series on Wednesday evenings has been going awesome. We've gotten a ton of great response for it, and I just want to give a little plug to what we have coming over the next couple weeks. February is CTE month, Career and Technical Education month. So we've got a couple great events happening starting February 10th, a week from today. I will be going live with an introduction to some of our tech career programs. I am going to show you a little bit of West Campus, where a lot of our tech careers are housed. I'm going to go in ahead of Wednesday and record a little bit so you can actually see what I'm talking about with some of these state-of-the-art facilities we have. We're going to talk about tech careers. We're going to introduce the next couple weeks. The following Wednesday, on the 17th, that would be, of February, we're going to have 3 guests join me. One is going to talk about LCC Apprenticeship Opportunities and what opportunities exist for our students in the field of apprenticeships. We're also going to have someone talk from our automotive technology programs about certificates in the automotive field that LCC offers. And then we're also going to have the program coordinator from the aviation maintenance technology join us to talk about opportunities that exist in the aviation field. So Next week will kind of be a introduction to tech careers and LCC CTE stuff. The following week, we'll have 3 guests who are program coordinators within our tech careers department who are going to tell us about their areas and what opportunities await students. And then the following week, which would be the 24th of February, we're going to have a couple more program directors and chairs from various tech career fields at LCC on to tell us about who they are and what their program provides and opportunities for students. After CTE month, we're going to have another session dedicated to dual enrollment in our K-12 department to talk about opportunities for K-12 students at LCC. We are going to have a night with our career and employment services internship manager, and we're going to talk about job fairs. You may be familiar with in the past, we've had a large job fair at our West Campus with 100 or so different employers from the area and beyond out there recruiting students. We're still having those type of job fair events happening in this virtual environment. So we're going to talk about how those are going to go. We are hopefully going to have a tour of our brand spanking new TLC building downtown, where our library and computer lab and other things are. Their renovation has completed. And the space just looks wonderful. So we're hoping to bring you some of that here and talk about opportunities that exist at the library and in TLC. And we've got some other great guests planned. So keep watching. Please, if you are watching this as an employee and you want your department on here, shoot me an email and let's do it. If you want to learn more about a specific program, a club, an organization, things that are happening at LCC, I am happy to make that happen for you. So please email me, call me, whatever, and let's do this to bring you what you want to see and hear on here. So please let us know how we can do that. Just to recap, if you're watching this and you're 25 and older, go to michigan.gov/reconnect, apply for the Michigan Reconnect program, tell them you want to go to LCC. Know that there's people at LCC who are ready and willing to help you get going. And also not only get you going, but keep you successful. You'll get an academic success coach who will be by your side and help you make sure you know what you're doing and why you're doing it and when you need to do it by, and make sure you get the resources you need to be successful. We've got a little bit of everything for a little bit of everyone. So please join us, take advantage of Michigan Reconnect. Thank the people who work in the state of Michigan for bringing this tremendous opportunity to us. We're excited. We hope that the community is excited. And we've got a ton of great opportunities that await you. And again, maybe your someday is today. So let's just do it. Thank you all. Have a good night.